Hey, what's going on, everybody? I know a couple weeks back I ran a poll saying anything I could improve, and you guys said that you might like some video recaps on the day. So this is what I'm going to go ahead and start to do a little bit more, and we'll see if you guys like it. So I'm just going to go through pretty much my watch list for today, Monday, January 3rd. I had Tesla on here, and obviously Tesla had a monster day. I saw a pretty bullish chart and then saw the inside day and was looking for a break of 1082, and it gapped probably like $60 through the trigger pre-market into open. And when stuff like this happens, I tend to stay away from it. When there's big gainers, I'm not really one to join after the party, even though Tesla is a cult stock and continued to go up throughout the day. It just doesn't really fit my style. And I recommend that when stuff doesn't fit your style, you stay away from it. Then we also have Micron. And that was one that did not trigger today either, but it's looking good throughout the week. It's probably my top watch throughout the week. We're looking for a break in 96.96 here. It's a strong cup and handle with like a 30-point dip in it. So we should see about a $30 move once we get that break, hopefully, to about 125. I could see 100 being a pretty decent resistance, but other than that, I think this one should be good. And then, so we're going to go to the plays that did trigger today, and we're actually good plays in my opinion. So we had a firm right here, a pretty strong downtrend line after a good rip. As you can see, we have the high here, lower high, lower high, lower high. You get it. So it's just pretty much a bunch of lower highs. So that's very bearish. And then we had an inside day. And I really like these inside days when I have a indication on which way it's going to go, because it kind of adds the momentum to either side that it's going to go. So I saw this. I really like the puts today. As you can see, it paid pretty well, but I'll tell you why I didn't play it. I didn't play it because we had a strong open in the indices today, and for the most part, all around. Our trigger was, I want to say 100.5. You can see right here is testing it pretty well, right above it. And then once we got that break, it was pretty strong continuation to the downside. It was honestly a really good play. But like I said, I just personally cannot trade against the indices. If the indices are up, I'm probably going to trade upside. If they're down, I'm probably going to trade downside. So that's why I stayed away from this one right here. But if you played it, congrats, and I hope you made some money. Next we have NVIDIA. Pretty short-term descending triangle right here. As you can see, bam, bam, bam. Good old downtrend line. And then we have a double bottom right here. That's a pretty strong support. So we're looking for a break at either of those. We had the up break today, and this is what I traded today. And I mean, as you can see, this sucker ripped for like the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. That's a really nice run right there. Our trigger, I want to say, was about 300.5. I got in right about here. And I really didn't have a good buy today. I kind of bought on a premium jump, so I kind of cut myself short there. And as you can see, I bought when it was like already overbought. And so I sold at about 302.50 for about a 10-11% gain. Cause like I said, I got it on that premium jump. And I mean, when you are riding momentum like this, which I personally don't really do that much, you're probably going to get caught on a premium jump. So just be aware of that. And so it ended up ripping to 307. So that was a phenomenal play right there. Then we got Spot. And Spot, honestly, is probably the most intricate one that was on the watch list. There's a lot of stuff going on here. You got a good wedge right here with price getting tighter and tighter. That's what you like to see out of a wedge. And then I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with the John F. Carter trading studies on here, but he's a trader and he's just like a beast of a dude, and he's a really good trader. And I mean, obviously you got to be pretty good if you have your own studies on Thinkorswim. And so what his study is called, at least the one I use, is the TTM squeeze. And pretty much what that is it's the Bollinger Bands and the Kettler channels. When they converge, that indicates that there's going to be a larger than expected move, either the downside or the upside. And that's what these red dots are. When these dots are red, that signals that the Kettler channels and Bollinger Bands have converged. And you look at the histogram to see which direction we're looking for. So as you can see, when it first got red here, we were getting smaller and smaller on the downside, trending towards the upside. And then as you can see on the chart, it's going upside as well. Not only that, we had this blue line right here, which is the 8 EMA, with this yellow line, the 21 EMA. You can see it cross last Thursday, and that's very bullish as well. And so this was a phenomenal play. If we go intraday today, you can see our trigger was, I want to say 241.50-ish. We tapped like 240.90 twice. And I like to see, at least on my triggers, like it kind of get choppy like before my triggers, because that means other people know about it and are respecting those triggers as well. So that's going to be even more of an influx in volume, and usually that will result in a better move in price. And so that's just stuff you kind of want to look for. 241.50, you get the break. It's a pretty nice run to 247. I didn't trade this today because I got out the market pretty early. I was happy with my gains. Didn't want to mess them up. So like I said earlier, I'm going to try to start to do this more, because I think this is just a better way for you guys to get inside my head and for me to be able to share my ideas with you. It's hard to fit everything into a tweet. Give it a like if you like the video, and I'll be dropping a watch list shortly.